And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. This is NBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on the sideline. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Here is Watson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Watson.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
The drive by Green. Perfect. Gets it to go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here is Watson. Deflects the pass. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from the wing. And here is Green. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Brewer. Lays it up and banks it in. Brewer's got his first points in this one.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Number 3. Here's Patterson, and he converts the layup.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I briefly spoke with the home team's head coach. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys."
Well said, Doris. Thanks. And important in every game, but early on here, guys, we'll be looking out for how they manufacture opportunities.
Well, I know Coach is worried about their shot selection at times, so I'm not surprised at what he had to say.
Steve, I don't know a coach who doesn't worry about shot selection. You talk about something that riles up most coaches, it's seeing their guys taking bad shots.
And that one comes up a bit short.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Feeds it to Green. Florida moving that ball. He had a nice open look right there.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here is Watson, guarded by Green. Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Florida on D. It's a 5-point game. Clock at 6. Brewer with the steal. He dishes it to Green. For 3. No up.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Number 5, covered by Brewer. From deep, and the shot is good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Horford sets a screen for Green. There's the dish to Noah. He kicks it to Green. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
And we've got a moment to see some numbers for Joakim Noah. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And with his vision and his ability to anticipate plays offensively, he's number 1 in the NBA in assists.
And, Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
Patterson dishes to Watson. He feeds it to Patterson. It's good. This game is all even. Patterson's got his second basket. So timeout called here, the first for Florida.
And I'll tell you what, of all the things they did well last season, maybe the most impressive was sweeping the season series against these guys.
Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. You look at Brewer, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
He is a pest out there on the wing. One slip of concentration, one careless pass, and he'll be going the other way with it.
Quickness and awareness, Steve, and that makes him a superior defender. I mean, as his ranking indicates, he possibly is the best defensive small forward in the league.
Now, here's Green. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Brewer. That's good. Both of these teams battling last year near the top of the conference.
I know it's a little bit of a shame it was so lopsided, but we'll see how things play out this year.
Kicks it to Watson, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Florida. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
You know, right now for Florida, they've got to be wondering how they slipped from being an elite team last year to just a middle-of-the-road team this year.
Well, the bottom hasn't dropped completely out from under them. I mean, this is still a team with plenty of talent, so there's time for them to put it together. But there should be a sense of urgency at this point. They've got to get things rolling here.
Now here is Horford. Last time, 14 points for him. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Here's Howell, defended by Huertas. And Howell kicks to Smith. Passes it to Bradshaw. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Smith. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. And it's Florida the other way. High. Covered by Smith. And the pass to Moss. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Howell, defended by Huertas. And Howell kicks to Smith. He passes it to Howell. 6 on the shot clock. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Five on the clock. For 3, Smith. They get it back. Goes back up. And too long on the shot.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Dishes it to Tyler. Releases. Nice shot from the wing. Tyler's got his first bucket of the night. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith outside. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
For Florida, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Passes it to Huertas. Six to shoot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Florida shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Easy play, come on!
That free throw good from Huertas. And Florida making a change here. No good on the second free throw. Gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Howell. Pass to Bradshaw. There's the feed to Smith. With the shot. Out of bounds. Florida takes possession. Florida leading by 3. They set the pick. There's the pass to Barry. Here's Swanson. Here's Richard. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Florida ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from Florida in this one?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
So it's Florida now. 3-point lead. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. To the inside. Here's Barry. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Inside, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders.
Yeah, what a tremendous year they've had so far offensively. Those are special numbers they're putting up.
Passes it to Bradshaw. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Florida.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That's good from Bradshaw. He hits both from the stripe. Florida leading by 3. Pass to Berry. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. They set the pick. The pass to Bradshaw. Feeds it to Childress. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Florida with the rebound. And for 4. Passes to Swanson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Berry. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And it's a 7-point Florida lead.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Pass to Bradshaw. The tray. The shot is off.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
And for Florida. The pass to Swanson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Being just 31% in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Pass to Bradshaw. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Man, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
So it's Florida now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Richard, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second-chance opportunities. Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 7. Pass to Bradshaw. Number 11, guarded by Green. Number 11. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Outside, Green. He passes to Swanson. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Number 3, covered by Brewer. Just 5 to shoot. Number 5, nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Green kicks to Brewer. And there's the pass to Swanson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And Florida leads by 7. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Patterson, the screen. Number 11, guarded by Green. Number 5. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. That one on Horford. First one falls for him. Goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter. It's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
He dishes it to Brewer. Pass to Green. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over.
And guys, you look at some of the numbers here for C.J. Watson. Going well for him this season. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and with his vision and his ability to anticipate plays offensively, he's number 1 in the NBA in assists.
And Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At 89%, he has established himself as one of the league's best from the stripe.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Now, here's Brewer. He's got 6, and it's sent back by Wingate. Number 5, guarded by Green. To the paint. Patterson, a screen on Green. There's the dish to Watson. The 3. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. For Florida, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Outside, Green. On the wing, Brewer. Shot is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
He kicks to Watson. Number 3. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Florida has gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here is Watson. After Florida picking up a basket just moments ago. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 11.
He's starting to put it together now, guys. He's added 2 3-pointers after hitting 1 in the first.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Watson. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. For Florida, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good.
The next one.
He hits the second from the line.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Yeah.
32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Patterson. Kicks it to Watson. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Dishes to Patterson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Let's get into the first half breakdown. We're starting to get into the thick of the NBA season. It's been a battle so far for Florida. They played themselves right to the bubble, sitting in 8th place in the conference standings. Corey Brewer making an impact. His scoring has been on the rise, his game improving by leaps and bounds. On the other side, the visitors looking pretty solid as well. Their advantage in free throw percentage has given them a significant edge. C.J. Watson's been an X factor. Everything's finding its way through the rim, and he's been filling it up early. Now let's check out the other games still in progress. That one just halfway through the first. Looking now at games coming up later. Divisional games are always so important for teams. A look at games currently being played now. Second half of basketball just getting started for them. That'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Thanks so much. I'm Damon Bruce. Now let's get back out to Kevin Harlan for the second half of play.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Green with the ball. Corey Brewer is out there with Horford. And it's Green. Then there's Noah. On the wing, Brewer. Rebound by Wingate.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And there's the feed to Patterson. Just 4 to shoot. For the lead, Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got his 4th rebound in this one. And for Florida, Horford is out there with Noah. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then it's Green. Now here's Green. Right now averaging 15 points a game. And Noah backs down. His first shot coming late. The shot misses. Great D that time from Patterson. Feeds to Watson. Passes it to Patterson. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And for Florida, Noah is out there with Horford. And it's Green. Then it's Corey Brewer.
Oh, man, he goes old school almost with the finger roll. But he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Watson. 6 to shoot. And he jams it with authority. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Now here's Green. Green gets a screen from Horford. Brewer the pass to Noah. He dishes it to Brewer. He kicks it to Green. Florida moving that ball around. Horford backing in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Number 3 uses the glass to finish the layup.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
So it's Florida now. The pass to Brewer. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Florida will retain possession.
Let's take a look at Al Horford. Some of the stats for him. His last month of basketball has been really solid. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And with his vision and his ability to anticipate plays offensively, he's number 1 in the NBA in assists.
And Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Here's Wingate, and it's Florida with the rebound. Noah's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The dish to Brewer. Outside, Green. Here's Humphrey. Buries the jump shot. He has 5. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Patterson. Kicks it to Watson. Number 5, covered by Brewer. Number 5. Can't get it to go. And it's Florida the other way. Fast break. Here comes Florida. Brewer with the ball. Here's Horford. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Horford's got his 2nd basket of the night.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Watson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Watson. Green kicks to Horford. The jump hook. The shot is off. Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Watson with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Watson, the pass to Wingate. Patterson, the screen. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, in the first half, he was flawless when it came to handling the ball, but that has not been the case here since halftime.
Here's Green. He passes to Huertas. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Here's Howell, defended by Tyler. The shot by Smith gets a very good look and converts. So it's Florida now. It's a 1-point game. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Tyler. All alone. And the shot is good. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really, really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
Smith, the rebound by Noah. Noah's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Green with the ball. Now Smith defending. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Horford. Back to Green. From about 19 feet. Cannot hit. Smith with the defensive effort. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. All sorts of time. Here's Patterson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Florida.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And then look at the points in the paint because they're really winning that battle tonight.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
It's taken away by Smith. For the finish, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break. Mark and Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, Clark. So this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
Richard, covered by Wingate. Clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Florida. Smith kicks to Howe. Out of bounds. Florida takes possession. And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. You look at Watson. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
And as you see by his spot on that list, guys, very few point guards in the league can rebound like he can. Very few. He has a knack for always being in the right place when the shot goes up.
And he uses his body like a big man at times. I mean, he doesn't try to just sneak his way into the paint. He muscles his way in and carves out space under the basket. He must have been a post player in his youth.
From about 19 feet, the shot's good from Wedges. 23 seconds left in the third.
This should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
Smith outside. Now the feed to Watson. A floater. Here's Patterson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Patterson's got 9. Just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. The away team up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Patterson, the screen. Number 5. We've got Watson, and it's Patterson in at the 4. Shot clock at 6. Humphrey, he's covered by Watson. Tries again. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Free throw good, Green. And both free throws good for Green. Now Watson. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Number 5. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The first. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Florida. And so he hits both. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Five to shoot. Here's Humphrey. And that misses. That would have put him up. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And here's Watson. There's a good screen. Number 5 takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Green. Feeds to Brewer. Passes it to Noah. Nice D from Wingate. Things straight 49% from the field. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Watson picks up the loose ball. He was in the backcourt. They'll give it up.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
Florida trails by 4. Green with the ball. Pass to Brewer. Back to Green. To the middle. Brewer. Can't hit. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Watson with it. Now Green defending. Leaps for it. Poked away. 6 to shoot.
Good D, good D.
Here's Watson. In time he gets the jumper to fall. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Green kicks to Brewer. Into Noah. Banked in off the glass.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Wingate a screen on Green. Number 3. That's blocked. And they're able to recover. For Florida, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Noah with a screen for Green. Florida moving that ball around. He dishes it to Noah. Outside, Green. Off target from three-point range.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Patterson passes to Watson. He kicks it to Patterson. Number 3. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Horford. And he can't get the first one. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Florida trails by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Noah with a screen for Green. Now the pass to Noah. Back to Green. It is now to Horford. From 12 feet out. That's good.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there. Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Thanks, Doris. Number 5. Horford with the ball. Now Green. Kicks to Brewer. Back to Green. Here's Humphrey. Drops in the tray.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Patterson. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Take a look at the numbers in this one for Patterson. He has 9 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
That free throw good from Patterson.
You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
He's off on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Now here's Brewer. He feeds it to Green. Down low, shoots it up, and there's another one for Ford.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Noah with the block. Green in the post. He's covered by Watson. And it's Green missing. Here is Watson. Number 5, guarded by Green. 4 on the clock. Here's Wingate, and that one's good.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Well, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
Yeah, that was a gut punch right there. These fans, oh, man, they're struggling.
Now a timeout called by Ford. Here's Green. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. This is Denoa. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's it go! That doesn't go either for Green. Gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. The feed to Watson. Number 5. Nails it!
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Florida has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Green. Tries to save it. Here's Humphrey. He nails it.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Number 5. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Dorsberg on our sideline, and this is Kevin Hart. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Florida. Humphrey. They get it again. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. They'll go to the line. And that one misses. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Number 5. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Here's the screen. Green inside the three-point line. And there's another one for Ford. And here's Watson. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. 6 on the shot clock.
Good D, good D.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. We play just over a minute here in OT. Now here's Green. He passes to Horford. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Feeds it to Watson. Tries from the block. The shot misses. Nice D from Corey Brewer. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
Well, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Steve?
They're past the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
So it's Florida now. The drive by Green.
Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Watson with it. Back to Patterson. We're in overtime. If you just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. Guys, they're holding on to this limits of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Now, here's Green. Lock at 6. Here's Humphrey. Hits the target from 18 feet. And Florida leads by 4. And 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here is Watson, guarded by Green. Passes it to Watson. 6 to shoot. Number 5. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points. So it's Florida now. Pass to Brewer. He dishes it to Green. Knocks down the trifecta.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting hits like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Knocked loose. Wingate passes to Watson. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
He kicks to Green. No one near him. It's good.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Guys, your thoughts?
I think the coach is telling them here to just take the easy points in a hurry, and then you got to foul right away.
I don't think they necessarily need to just foul blindly right away here. Still go for a steal before you send one of them to the foul line.
Watson for 3. Laces one from 3. And now we decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
You got this, baby, yeah!
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The visitors with the ball.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
So it's a moral victory for Florida, pulling it out for the day. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.